Hello, welcome to DayMaster Deposit LPT with Dr. B. I'm Dr. B. To watch the full video clip, please go to the bio and click on the YouTube link. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, sometimes you really have to look inside of yourself. Ask yourself probing questions. When you make personal declarations that you want success, that you're tired of struggle and failure, that you want peace in your home, a job or career that you love, and that you want to live above the circumstances. You know how, you ask people how you're doing, and they say, "Yeah, I'm doing okay under the circumstances." We're not called to live under the circumstances. We're called to live above the circumstances. But even though success is for everyone, not everyone is for success. Not everyone is willing to take the necessary steps to achieve and garner the level of success in their life that they want. When we talk about success, we're not just talking about economics or finances. We're talking about mental and emotional success, relationship success, physical success. We're talking about the success of being able to live in your purpose, the life that God has designed for you, and the purpose that God has called you to. But you have to look inside yourself and ask yourself probing questions. You know, what type of a person am I? What am I willing to sacrifice to live the life that I believe I'm called to live and destined to live? What am I called to do in this world? What great thing or great things am I called to do with my life? To impact the lives of my family members and my friends and community, to impact my city, my state, my town, to impact the world. Because people who have accomplished great things have had their faith, their belief in what they're called to do, to run ahead of what they believed they were ready to do. They've had their faith run far ahead of their circumstances or their situations. Run ahead of what others say or determine they're able to do. And so in being circumspect, in being introspective, you ask yourself, how far am I willing to stretch myself to get to the place where God is, to get where God would have me to be? How far am I willing to soar? What am I willing to do? So that you get beyond the petty things, the small things of life, because you believe you're called to monumental feats. You're called to larger pursuits, larger endeavors. So you get beyond just trying to make ends meet, just trying to pay a cell phone bill, a cable bill, rent, or mortgage. Because you know that you're called to live above that. And how can you live above that if you're struggling way down there? So I don't want you to allow yourself to continue to be caught up in small things of life, as I call them. Those normal things. Not worrying about what shall I eat, how shall I eat, how shall my bills be paid. The Bible says the sparrows don't toil, but God provides for them. And to understand that you have a big and a mighty God that will invest in you when you begin to invest in your calling, your purpose, when you begin to invest in the pursuit of the life that you believe God has destined and called for your life. So I want you to make a conscious choice to increase your focus and your thinking, increase your dreaming, but do it after you've asked yourself, am I willing to do the things that are necessary to live the life that God has called me to? Am I willing to choose to specialize in the big things of life, graduate from the minor things of life, major in my life purpose, my life's pursuit, and stop majoring in life survival? Because if you're not willing to take the big chances, you cannot get the big results. So if you are willing to do the big things, you can reap the big life of your purpose. So think about it and ask yourself, just as Abraham and Moses, just as Saul transformed to Paul, just as the forerunner of Christ, John the Baptist, just as Christ himself, all of these people, just as Mary, the mother of Jesus, just as Naomi, all of these people whose faith went ahead of their circumstance and their situation, and they ended up accomplishing great things in their life purpose and for the cause of a generation. Malcolm and Martin, Jackson and Sharpton, Obama and Clinton, Bush and Reagan, McCain, and the list goes on. And your mother and your father, my mother and my father, whose faith went beyond them to accomplish things to get us to a place to do more, to be more, and to have more. So let go of small thinking. Grab on to big thinking. And see, won't God produce big for your life when you dream big, commit to big, and do big. Go master the day. Remember to be awesome. We are forever reaching beyond.